Well, good evening, everybody. Flying Crow again. Thought I'd give you another update on the train room and start out with that. And here it is so far. You can see that I've gotten a little bit further than last time. I know it's still going slow because I'm doing this all on my own, and I am by no means a carpenter or drywaller or any of those things. So I'm just kind of having to work it as I go along. So this is the outside. As you can see, the drywall is partially finished on this wall. It's almost done. There's a little piece behind there that's already done too. So just the top half of that outside wall. But if I can go inside here, it's going to be a little tight fit because the car's here in the garage. But here is the inside of the train room. So you can see this is all finished. I just need to tape and float my drywall. I've got my lights up there, and that's it. So I think it's coming along pretty well. Just need to, like I say, finish a little bit on the inside. Once I tape and float the drywall, then I've got to install the heating air conditioning duct, and that will finish it for out here, and then I can start on the layout. So I thought you'd like to see that. Now let's run upstairs and see the next part of the video. I've got a surprise for you from the train show in Plano, Texas. All right, everybody, so Flying Crow back. I went to the train show in Plano yesterday, and for those of you that don't know, Plano's a suburb of Dallas. So great show, really crowded. So I wanted to show you what I got. So let's see what's in the bags that I got at the train show. So first thing, every time I go, I have to get some, of course, some new stuff. So I found these, since I've got a couple industries that do oil field services and drilling equipment and things like that. I found these nice Kerr-McGee hoppers, covered hoppers. They're, they haul sand and things like that, and I can also use them to haul limestone. Got a couple of cement industries on my layout. So these will be great. All 4 different road numbers are Athearn ready to roll. So I thought these were nice. I didn't know about them, so when I saw them on the shelf, I grabbed them. So Kerr-McGee hoppers, good thing. All right, so I'll throw those down. Next thing, I do have a couple of wood industries, of course, and I found this nice Atlas boxcar from Multnomah Plywood Company. One of the industries on my layout is Woodard, Walker, and Willamette, sorry, and they made plywood. They were located in Minden, Louisiana, just out from the yard, about a half a mile. So any good plywood box cars, I like to pick those up. Anything that hauls wood products, things like that. So a great find there too. All right, what else is in here? So next thing, of course, I am going to need a lot of those small hoppers, not only for the oil well industry that haul drilling equipment and oil field services, but there are other small hoppers that for the cement industry that haul things like lime and gravel and sand and things like that. So I got this nice weathered hopper from the Sandy Mountain Railroad. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I probably should have put them on. So I think that's a nice hopper car too. So that's it. Comes with KDs. This was, like I said, this was already weathered, so it looks pretty nice. That'll look nice on the layout. Of course, I've got a couple piggyback tracks, so I'm going to need to have a lot of trailers, and found some more Athearn trailers. These are still new in the box, haven't been built, so they're cotton belt 40-foot trailers. And let's see what else we got in here. So I found another Pickens Railroad boxcar. I already have a set of the Athearn Genesis. There's 3 road numbers they put out. And here's another Pickens Railroad. These were getting pretty prolific in the mid-70s, especially with the bicentennial going on. The paint scheme was, you know, of course, blue with the red, white, and blue logo up in the corner there. So that'll look nice as well. Once again, oil field equipment. So I've got a Halliburton hopper. One thing good about going to the train shows, you usually get some good deals, especially on the used cars. And most of the time they've already come with KDs, even if they didn't originally. But that's a nice shape as well. And it'll look good going to my oil field services. I've got two. I've got Dresser Industries, or Dresser Magabar, which had oil field drilling equipment, and then the Western Company. I don't know if you remember the Western Company back in the 70s, but they also contracted out for oil field drilling and had drilling equipment, etc. So I'm just gonna stick that up on the track. And then, this is like Christmas, because I go to the train show, and while you're there in the excitement of the moment, you kind of forget what all you've bought, and then unwrapping it again, you look and go, wow, that looks great. So a Central New Jersey hopper. I think that's Central New Jersey, if everybody can see the logo on there. I hope I'm not casting too much shadow on the screen here. So it is Jersey Central Lines. There we go. now that I can read it once I have my glasses on. So that's a nice one of those short hoppers. Once again, good for the industries, oil field drilling industries, and also the cement industries as well. So, keep going down here. I think I got a couple more of those. You can see I kind of concentrated on these hoppers this show. By the way, my wife said this train show here in Dallas was this weekend. Dallas has another one next month in February, and then there's another one in Tyler, Texas in March. And if you're in the area, of course, make sure you go to all of those. But my wife has said the YouTube family is going to have to start sending us food baskets if I keep spending all our money on trains. So, no, I'm just kidding, guys. So, anyway, another one of those short hoppers, Santa Fe, and a Union Pacific one. So, all right. So, one of the other things that you always need when you're landscaping your layout is going to be vehicles. So I was lucky enough to find a guy there that had a lot of vehicles in stock from my era. So you can see I've got a 74 AMC Gremlin. Everybody remember those if you were around back in the 70s, the Gremlins. VW microbus. Of course, everybody remembers the VW buses. Real popular now. And a Chevrolet Camaro SS 69. So Got a 67 Plymouth GTX convertible. And then a 70 Ford Maverick. So there you go. So right in my era. It's always good. Cars aren't as abundant from the late 60s and early 70s as they are for some other eras. So every time I find some, I try to pick them up. All right, so I'm down to the last bag, and I saved the best for last. Now I found this nice Kato or Kato, however you pronounce it. NW2, I think this is the phase 1. So it's brand new in the box. And as you can see, it it hadn't had the details applied or anything, but I like Kato engines. I like the way they run. They're nice and quiet, and they're smooth. I can start them out at speed step 1 and they'll just creep along. I love the gear drives in them. Now you might think this is out of my realm of what I need. However, the reason I got this one is because the NW2s that KCS had the exact same paint scheme. The only thing I'm going to have to do is remove where it says Southern Pacific lines, and of course the number is too large for KCS, but I'm going to go ahead and remove that and then apply the Kansas City Southern name up here, and then the KCS number and logo down here on the side of the cab. So otherwise it's perfect. I mean it's the exact paint scheme. Otherwise, black with the lower stripe and then the higher stripe along the bottom of the handrail there. So another thing I'll probably do to these is KCS ran spark arresters up here, and they were dual stack spark arresters on each exhaust port. So I'll probably modify those as well. So now the crowning thing that I got was I found this. I didn't know Paragon made these, so I was really excited to find this, especially for the exceptional price that I did. This is brand new in the box too. It still has all the packing in it. And I just dropped the box on the floor. So I like Broadway Limited. I like their stuff. It's nicely detailed, and this one already comes with sound. So for the price I got it, it was just incredible. So you can see the packing is still in it. It's the first time I've really taken it out of the box and looked at it. So that is KCS's NW2. This is a later phase. This is a phase 5, I believe it is. The other one, the Kato, was a phase 1, and Kansas City Southern actually had both. So I'm going to put this one on the track. Make sure it's there. And I'm going to try to zoom in on it. Alright, sorry for the camera work here. Well, let's see what happens when we plug it in. And I imagine it's still set to 003. I am going to see if that's the case. And no, not yet, but I will be right back, and let's see if we can get this started up. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so I figured out how to start this thing up. I'm not used to this particular decoder, but here it is on the track, and let me get it going for you. Nice sound starting up. Good sound on the horn. So let's see what happens when we so I'm at speed step 3 there. That looks nice. Really good. Alright, so I'll stop it now. I like Broadway Limited's. I like their sound they have installed. I think they did an excellent job on it. So I will back it up now. That's speed step 10. So it creeps along really nicely. See what happens when I do 1. So you can see at 1 it's just barely moving. There's 2. We got it up to 5. That's great. Really nice. Yeah, I'm real happy with that. I didn't know Broadway Limited had made any KCS NW2s, so really happy that I found it. I hope y'all have enjoyed this update. Look forward to giving you another one pretty soon as I finish up at least the drywalling on the train room. Sorry for the cough. Once I have that done, then I can get the heating and air conditioning duct run into the room, and then finally start on the layout. Should be another 2 or 3 months before I can start on the layout, but I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please hit like and subscribe if you want to continue to watch my progress on what's going on. Everyone have a good evening.